Hello, thank you for joining me again. So we're going to look at the new moon. Okay, so this will be on the 15th of September 2023, 2:39 in the morning, London, British summertime. Okay, this is the chart for this new moon. And yes, I'm learning how to do the drawings and things on the video, so hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit more or explain a bit more. Okay, so here we have the moon, right, and it's in the third house, Virgo, right there. Let me just clear those off a bit. Okay, now the new moon, basically, when the moon is in the new position, it means that it's about 0 to 45 degrees ahead of the sun. And it's what's known as a waxing cycle. So the moon is actually growing bigger from now on. It's between the sun and the earth, and it's tilted by about 5 degrees. So that means the illuminated side of the moon, which we normally see, it's now pointing away from the earth, so we can't actually see it. So the new moon is actually dark in the sky. We can't see it at all. And it's only when it becomes the crescent that we start to see it. Okay. Now, the moon and the sun line up directly about 2 to 5 times a year. And this is what we have at the moment. As you can see, they are both at 21 degrees, 58 minutes, and both under Virgo. Okay, there's the Virgo. And so they are both exactly lined up. So that would create some kind of an eclipse there as well. Now, the new moon is often seen as a time to start new projects, new adventures, whether it's a new business, moving home, and anything that could be new. A lot of people like to start it on the new moon, whereas the full moon is often seen as a time to get things finalized. Now, just to give you a personal little bit of information, if you're born under a Virgo moon, for instance, is Virgo. And so Virgo moon people, they're often intelligent. They're very practical as well because it's an earth sign. So they like to structure and plan. They're quite prudent. Virgos love to analyze things. And this is applicable to both sun and moon Virgos. They love to analyze things and they look at small details. Because they're so focused on the smaller details, they often overlook the bigger things, okay? But smaller things, wow, they can spot stuff that people haven't seen. You know, they're really good at things like that. They're also very economical and frugal. So whether it's money, actions, speech, behavior, whatever it is, they're very economical things. They don't like to waste. But they can also be a bit critical and have a tendency to perfectionism. All right. So if that's you, you could have a Virgo sun or moon in your chart. But anyway, that's a little bit of personal, individual information there. So let's look at the country itself. Now, the 10th house, which is right there, that deals with the government and the country as a whole. Okay, now we've got the moon in the third house there, which is communication. So when we look at what may be going on in the news at the moment under this new moon, it could well be details about communication in some way, whether it's speech, writing, media of any kind. All right, so that could be going on at the moment. When we look at the first house, which is this one here, we've got a conjunction between the ascendant and Venus, both in Leo. Let's just get rid of those marks there. All right, now Leo likes to be in the spotlight, so this news will be in the spotlight, and it's something to do with identity or the way the country expresses itself. It could be to do with money or personal resources, because Mercury, who governs the third house, is situated there in the second house, the house of personal resources. Right, so let's just have a look what's going on here. So coming back to the 10th house, we've got Uranus, Jupiter, the North Node, and of course the midheaven, which is always in the 10th house. Right, so Uranus wants to bring in the modern, it wants to bring things up to date, and Jupiter being there, being in conjunction with Uranus as well, Jupiter wants to expand or exaggerate everything, wants to blow it up. We've got the North Node there, which makes it a karmic situation. Now, another thing to look at with this particular chart as well is the grand trine that we've got here. So from the moon is in trine aspect to Uranus there. And then when we come down, we've got a trine between Uranus and Pluto. And then it goes further, we've got Pluto and the moon in trine as well. So there's a grand trine there, that big triangle between those three major points. So this is actually quite important, this conjunction, well, not conjunction, this trine, I should say. So basically what we have here, we've still got Pluto in Capricorn. Now, Pluto wants to bring out what has been hidden. Capricorn rules the 10th house, and Capricorn likes its structure, it likes its austerity, it likes the old ways of doing things, it likes traditions. What was the word I was trying to think of? Traditions of the country. So you're looking at the government, the royal family, things like that. Pluto is bringing things to the surface, and Uranus in the 10th house, expanded by Jupiter, wants to change things. It wants to bring things up to be more modern, more up to date. And we, as I say, we've got the North Node there, which also is a karmic situation. Okay. And whatever it is that they're doing is going to be in the news, because Leo wants to be in the spotlight. And this is to do with the way the country expresses its own identity. So it's something to do with the way the country is run. And we're going to have a lot of new things starting around this new moon. Now, its influence could be a few days beforehand or a few days afterwards. Okay, so look out for that, see what happens there. It'll be quite interesting. The trine, by the way, that grand trine, as I showed, that is a very good aspect. It is natural talents, basically. Without going into loads of technical information, it's natural talents, and it's beneficial. It's not anything untoward, right? So whatever it is that Uranus is trying to bring up to date will be good, or should be something good that is happening for the country. But we'll see. Okay, let me know your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to click like and subscribe as well, and catch you on the next one on the full moon, which is later in the month, and also on the tarot readings I do as well. So take care, everyone, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.